folks? Hope things are going well in your neck of the woods. I'm Don. This is Rockin' a Country, where I react to non-pop country music, independent artists, traditional, bluegrass, folk, Cajun, just non-pop. And MontaukEd made a gift to the channel for me to do this song of Radney Foster's titled Sycamore Creek. So Ed, thank you for this gift, my friend. And we're just going to get into it. I've done a couple of Radney songs, and we're going to see what Sycamore Creek is all about. I don't know where Radney is from, and if Sycamore Creek is an actual place in his neck of the woods, not sure. But songwriters get inspiration from everywhere. So this is the rendition that the link that you supplied me with looks to be a reading and a song. All right.
She hung her church dress with reverent care on the branch of the live oak that God created as a coat hanger just for that occasion. She flung her shoes and bra off as if they were completely insignificant. The dress was different. As she stood on tiptoe in nothing but pale blue panties to hang the dress just so, she revealed much more than her body. That dress was a symbol. Her heart and her soul were surely intertwined with her faith, but her body was about to become tangled up with mine in a gin-clear, gravel-bottom swimming hole. She behaved as if that were as natural as lambs being born on my family's ranch in the spring. She was blonde, Baptist, and curvy. Hollywood had recently fallen in love with all things skinny, but to me and every shit-kicker high school boy with a skull can ring on the butt of his jeans, she was nothing short of stunning. In school, she tried hard to hide it by clutching her books close to her chest, wearing demure dresses her mother made from simplicity patterns, but there was no concealing that figure.
Simplicity pattern.
She was whip smart and determined. Her name was Margaret, but everyone at school called her Maggie. In our little West Texas town, that might as well have been the rest of the world. I was baptized Robert Dean Whitmore, but was never anything but Bobby Dean. My mother was Roman Catholic and my father grew up Methodist. Through some unspoken negotiation, we all became Episcopalians. A decade after my mother had died, I found out that she and my grandmother secretly had me baptized by a renegade Catholic priest in Schulenburg, Texas, just to cover all the bases. My family had secrets and we kept them well.
Sing about this girl. It's quite a depiction in the reading.
I can see her in that water.
Yep.
Church dress hung up in a tree, splashing, flirting, laughing, teasing me. An afternoon of secrets, swimming naked in a pool of dreams. Last high school summer dripping dry by Sycamore Creek. And she kissed me one last time heading home. And I'm still haunted by what she said when I'm alone.
Oh, this is good suspense.
She said you got a chance to be free of all these small town strings that tie the rest of us down. So boy, quit your hanging around. Take that guitar and run faster than the setting sun. And you can write a song later about my memory. And you can always come back, you can always come back to Sycamore Creek. Well, the guitar made the magic, and I just hung on for the ride. And I walked amongst giants, played with legends, side by side.
That's a true story.
She came to see me in New Orleans, and on a tour bus after the show, I kissed goodbye the one I never should have let go. She said you got a chance to be so wild on those guitar strings. stage lights in every town. Hey, look at where you're hanging around.
I'll tell you this, that one thing that marriage counselors will do, or relationship counselors, therapists will do when a couple comes to them for counseling because they're having problems. Maybe a married couple's thinking about getting divorced or what have you. One of the questions that the therapist will ask each of them, maybe individually, maybe together, is what caused you to fall in love with the person to begin with? Or what did you like about the other person when you first started dating? Some ideas that float out there are that those people who could come up with those ideas, who remember what it was that they fell in love with, they're the ones that give the relationship, they have a better chance at making the relationship work. If neither of them can remember what it was that caused them to be attracted to the other person to begin with, the relationship might be dead in the water. Here, when he said he never should have let the girl go because she's the one who said, look, you've got a chance to go, take your guitar, you've got this talent. That is one of the things that he liked or now loves about the girl that he let go. That's one of those grounding, rooting thoughts. And it is as simple as that. She believed in him. And that is huge. I said that in a video that I posted on this channel, and I did it maybe for my life coaching channel a while back too, is that believing in another person is as big or bigger than liking or loving them. If you believe in another person, it means you're seeing into the depth of their being. And that's what he's finding out after the fact, that she saw into him, she believed in him. And that's the thing he regrets, because he's not found that since.
Take that guitar and run faster than the setting sun. You can write a song later about my memories.
Oh, he did.
You can always come back, you can always come back to Sycamore Creek.
And have you been to Eddie's attic?
Well, I knew she'd gotten married.
Oh.
And I always forget the guy's name. But he played tight in the year that we won district. It got bad and it got ugly. And through tears one night she called me. And I drove 10 hours to the water. I couldn't resist it. I said, girl, you got a chance to be free of all these small town strings.
Nice.
And cut the ties that keep you down. So girl, quit your hanging around. Take this money and run faster than the setting sun. And she soaked my shirt, crying over memories.
Wow.
I said, don't ever come back, no, never come back to Sycamore Creek.
He did go back, though, for a moment. That's not the ending I expected. I expected a possible proposal, or come on, get on the tour bus with me, or something to that effect. But it fits, though. She said, take your guitar, go out, you could write a song, you could do this. And he goes back when she's on hard times emotionally, the relationship broke up that she had been in, and he goes back and gives her money. And I'm guessing that the tie-in there is the royalties that he got, or some of the royalties he got from this song, because she said to go write it. Now, I don't know how much of this he made up based on the I guess, the vignette, the mini story that he read in the beginning, the reading, and if this is fictional. I don't know if this is just sort of like an add-on fictionalized account. Songwriters, lyricists, wordsmiths all get ideas. Even people who write sitcoms, for television, they get ideas from real life, but they get ideas from other places as well. Wherever an idea, the creative mind, the creative brain is just a fascinating, wonderful, beautiful, sometimes tormenting thing, because we imagine things. We can imagine things that are not true, that are scary, frightening. Then we might start to believe them or what have you. But the creative brain finds sources of inspiration, melding different thoughts together, but medium form thinkers. And that's what I would say this song is. If it was a takeoff, and it sounds like it was a takeoff from what he had read, if it was somebody else's book, somebody else's story that he gleaned that vignette from, and then wrote a song about, then that is just absolutely brilliant. It would be a fictional account, but it ropes you in. But I want to kind of believe it's a true story, but I don't want to believe that he just went back and gave her money and said, get back and get out, don't ever come back. I mean, he sort of repaid what she had told him to do back in the day, which is get out, take your guitar and go. He goes back, says, take this money and go. And I'm guessing it'd be the money from the royalties on the song that she'd given him permission, so to speak, or inspiration to write. But I really wanted to see him get together with the girl, because for the longest part in the song, I did not see that happen, especially when he goes and says she got married. I'm like, oh, good Lord. And then it fell apart. So, oh, of course, Ed, this is your request. I don't know how you do it. You must have a special computer over there. Or maybe it's just your heart and brain. Maybe that's it. But somehow you get me going. I'm going to... I can rate this song. This isn't an homage to a particular person, even though it was inspired by a particular person, it seems like, but it could be fictional. The number that popped into my brain and my whole experience of this was a 9.6. That's a hell of a story. I love the instrumentation too. It was just understated. There wasn't a drummer there. This might have just been an acoustic night. I don't know what Eddie's attic is known for, but other than his attic. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.
I can see her in that water, church dress hung up in a tree.